And welcome back to the Buckle Up Podcast universe with Brandon Rush and Mama Rush. Things are going well. We've had an exciting week so far. We had Christian Anthony on here yesterday, originally from Vancouver, British Columbia, talking about hedge funds. And then we also had Dr. Zach Mead on here, who's an anesthesiologist and a bomb tech as well. So that was pretty entertaining. And today we have Lana Harris, who is a repeat guest on here and a friend of mine. She was a former news anchor, has worked all over, I believe, if I have it correctly. She worked in as an anchor in Atlanta, Georgia, North Carolina, Charlotte, and Jacksonville, Florida, I believe. And I think those three places I have. And now she has her thing. I could be wrong, but I believe it's called Lana On Location. But Lana's a delight, and I love how she does her own thing. She has the amazing channel that she does herself and still doing her reporting the way she like and traveling blogging. So she will be on here today. And yeah, current update. We're at 74 countries around the world and 815 cities around the world too, which is pretty impressive. So we thank all of the guests that we've had on our show who have made the show special. And then everyone listening from wherever you are in the world, we appreciate having you all on here and tuning in. We have some exciting things. We have people from all different walks of life. We have military on here. We have medical people on here. We have teachers on here. My 8th grade teacher was on here, for instance. One of my college professors who has 4 Emmys, Randy Covington, was on here. We have news anchors that we've had on. We've had military people. Shout out to Josh Greb. Shout out to Chad Cunningham and Dave Ballman. I don't know all their ranks. They're all over the place, but they're pretty high up. I believe it's colonel, lieutenant colonel, 2 lieutenant colonels, and a major. Yeah. And people in the acting business, producers on here, directors. So we're going to continue to keep it going. And thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back momentarily. Let's see here. How do I stop this? Yes, ma'am. Let me send it to you. Hold on a second. Okay. You guys are going to see me on here for a few seconds while I get my mom back on here. Oh, Mom, I believe all you have to do is click that link again on the text message. All right. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Here we go. I want to admit everybody. Admit all.
Can you hear me, Brandon?
Yes, ma'am, I can. Lana, you look great. Uh-oh.
Thanks. Am I the right way? Should I twist it?
So, Lana, I think first you have to put it like this, and then I think you have to redo it.
I still think I might have it on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, now you're perfect.
Okay.
You look incredible as always. Welcome back to the Buckle Up Podcast universe with Brandon Rush and
Mama Rush. Happy New Year.
Oh, are you guys not in the same spot? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, Lana. We're in the same place, but we're in different rooms. Mom's using her photo today.
Oh, okay. I love the background.
Oh, yeah. Have you not been on since we got it made?
No.
Okay, yeah, we're in the Buckle Up Podcast universe officially.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're doing great. How's things going with Lana On Location, right?
Well, I got a job, Lana On Location got me a job.
Okay, did it really?
Technically, I mean, kind of, not really, sort of, but like, yes, question mark? I mean, kind of.
Okay, well, tell us what's going on. What's the new, yeah.
Oh, are we starting? Are you recording and everything?
Oh, yeah, I am recording. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I didn't know if we were just doing greetings yet.
Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, you're in there. We're welcome back,
yeah.
Lana Harris.
Yeah, so the last time I talked to you guys, I was still just doing my travels, and I was still just trying to figure it out. And I said that God was going to have to do something crazy because I just didn't know what was next. And I was just like walking blindly by faith. Well, so I ended up continuing to travel and still didn't know what was next. But all I knew was that I was actually really passionate about my news videos. So I got back into doing news videos, and I got heavy into just international news for whatever reason, just politics and international news. It just, something was on my heart to just really follow this stuff. Yeah. And out of nowhere, it was like the very end of my travels to where we thought we were done, and then we ended up doing a little bit more. We went to Mexico for a month. We came back. We went up the coast. We came back. And at the very end, where we had seen all that we planned to see, I randomly got a text message out of the blue where someone had said, I love your videos.
Yeah.
We are trying to make a news product in Atlanta, but we don't want it to be very stuffy. We want it to be fun, and we love what you're doing and want to know if you'd be interested in joining. And I was like, what? So basically, you guys want to do exactly what I'm doing for free right now, and you want to pay me for it? This is crazy.
Oh my God! Congratulations!
Oh,
I literally, oh my God!
congratulations! I'm so excited for you.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I still don't believe it.
Well, you know what, Lana, you work extremely hard. You're respected by all your peers. You're a good person too, and you went out on a leap of faith. So you listened to God and your faith. I forgot my earrings. Sorry, I just realized that. And you decided to go out, and it just happened. What it was meant for you to happen.
It's insane. I mean, it was literally pathetic because remember I was telling you guys, like even some of my family members were thinking, what were you doing? What are you doing out there? Like, well, how'd you leave your job? I know for a fact people in the public, I was telling you that I was getting comments where people were saying, like, why would you leave your career and do this?
Yeah.
But I just knew something didn't feel right, you know? And I just knew that something better out there had to be what was really my calling. You know what I mean? Like nothing really felt right. And so I'm just so glad I didn't lean on my own understanding, you know, and I really trusted God to do it. And he did it. And it's like this, I couldn't have dreamed. You know, when they say that God could do like more than you can ask or imagine.
Amen. Absolutely.
I could literally not ask or imagine someone saying, we literally want to pay you to do what you're already doing for free right now for us. You know?
Yeah. That is, I am so proud of you and so deserving. So is it like a combination of your show, or how's that work? Or how does it work?
Yeah. So this is Hot 97, and it's actually really funny so Hot 97 is a radio station that's really popular in New York.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So they decided that they are going to launch a new news product here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And so that's why they wanted people who are already involved in Atlanta. I don't know if you guys saw what happened after that, like when Hot 97 first announced the show. Technically, we were kind of trolling to an extent because there was a radio host that was really famous, a famous radio DJ, I guess, that had been on New York's airwaves with Hot 97 for years. His name's Ebro. And so he had just left right when we got hired. We're not his replacement. We were never meant to be his replacement. Like, that's New York's thing. This is an Atlanta thing, right?
Yeah.
And so we thought, okay, we'll just post a photo saying we're the new hosts of Hot 97, and people will think that we're his replacement, but it's all, you know, it's going to be hot. It's a joke. It's funny, whatever.
New Yorkers,
New York was not having it. Oh my God. They went in. I mean, they were brutal. Honestly, some of the comments were funny, but like most of it was very brutal. I was like, thank God we're not actually the real New York host, because I would be devastated by this response. But no, so we posted it, and it was funny because we even decided, like, we'll post a video of us all looking serious, or a picture of us all looking serious. That way it looks like, oh yeah, we're hard. Like, we're just going to come up in New York. The whole thing was a joke. From front to back, it was a joke. But people like literally went in. There were think pieces on us and just comments galore of just like, you guys suck. But honestly, I really think that was a cool experience. Because like just right off the rip, it was a very good example of you're potentially going to get hate. Like, you're going to get comments that are negative. You may as well just rip the Band-Aid off and deal with it right now before you actually have something that's going to piss people off. Because people love to get pissed off for anything these days. So
yeah, absolutely. The weather goes the wrong direction. Lana, I am so excited for you, but also I want to say along those lines, even though you guys did that as a joke, look how much fire, as in like good fire, that like got you guys that much more attention and exposure, which even helps the whole entire platform as a whole. So that it worked out in your favor. Even though you guys were joking, I love New Yorkers. I'm a New Yorker at heart. So I just knew that response would be passionate from them.
Yeah, no, for sure. Are you talking, Mama Rush?
Well, I'm going to talk in a few minutes, but I wanted just to bring in and finish that particular sentence with you. But what I want, Brandon?
I'm back.
Okay. No, okay. You okay?
Yeah, I just had to get my earrings.
Oh, okay. All righty. Well, listen, then I'll focus on me. What I wanted to ask you, Lana, because I was so happy about your travels and everything, but in traveling, what surprised you most about life on the road? The people, the places, the mindset, or routines. And this will lead right into the new job you're getting ready to do. So tell us, share with the audience a little bit about that. Several of them don't haven't really seen all of the people we've interviewed, but now that we've grown so large and in so many countries, I'd like to tell them, or let you tell them actually, where we are right now and with you, and you've started that process, but to tell about your travels you did this summer, because I want to be caught up as well, and then the people, places, and mindset and routines that you saw.
Okay. So we ended up visiting South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, up to Kentucky, and then over to like through Kansas and another state. I can't remember what that state is, but over to Colorado. And we stayed in
Mm-hmm.
Colorado for a while. And then we went down to Arizona and we
Mm-hmm.
went to, we'd been through Utah already, but then we stayed in Vegas for like 40 days. And then we ended up going over to California. And then we decided, oh, let's just go to Mexico for a month. So we went to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, came back over to Georgia, which was through Route 66, like just cutting across the country.
Uh-huh.
The parts that are, basically open, a lot of Route 66. The original Route 66 is actually just like nothing now. It's a different highway,
Okay.
but back over to Georgia, and then we went up to like Washington D.C., so Virginia, up that
Yeah.
area, up to New Hampshire and New York,
Oh wow.
and then we came back down to West Virginia, shot over to Indiana, and then came back down to Georgia. And it was in Indiana where I got that text message. So it was literally the end. It was a last stop. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Um, and what I realized is, first of all, how huge this country is. I mean, it's
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
freaking massive, but it's also not, because I also realized from California back to Georgia, we did it in about 4 days.
Okay.
And that also puts into perspective how small these other countries are. We did this
Yeah.
whole country and it took us 4 days. Certain countries you get through front to back in 45 minutes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're small.
Mm-hmm.
So, they got trains and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But the people are different. Like, I think I had always kind of been around city folk because I'm from
Hmm.
Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd always kind of bounced around to different states that had some form of a city. I wasn't really just in rural areas. But people in the United States live totally different lives, where some people are thinking about guns in a sense of, I either need a gun to protect my house from intruders. Some people are literally thinking, no, I need it to protect myself from a bear or like a
Yeah.
raccoon. They
Oh,
live lives
Mm-hmm.
that are just totally crime free. Police
Mm-hmm.
officers are few and far in between, and they only show up when you need them.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Certain places you may go to, like in a bigger city of Atlanta, it may seem like police are just constantly out after you to like give you a speeding ticket or give you a loitering ticket or whatever. Certain people,
Mm-hmm.
their towns are so small, they never see the police other than just like, hey, I'm calling you for a reason. So even people's interactions with police around the
Yeah.
country are different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, it's totally, so that's why I think we're not on the same page with so many things, because we just aren't having the same interactions with these same situations that we find ourselves in. So
Absolutely.
I was talking to one lady, we were in the mountains in, I think in Colorado, and they were talking about how, oh, this older couple's car just slid right off the mountain one snowy
Mm.
day, and the community came and picked them back up and they went on their way. And it was like, this is what you guys are dealing with here? My
Yeah.
gosh, like, this is
Absolute mountain
crazy.
problems.
And you guys just live like this. Grocery store's 2 hours away. So you got to go 2 hours away, do your full shop, and then come back. It's like people just live totally different lives. But then there are so many different settings here in the United States. So we went from, obviously, the East Coast looks very similar, roads,
Mm-hmm.
trees, grass, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you get out west, it's just mountains everywhere. And you could go from it being snowy mountains, and 45 minutes away in Colorado, you're in like sand dunes that are
Yeah.
just hot, freaking hot,
Absolutely.
And then you go down to Arizona, which is not really that far away, and it's just red. Everything is red. There's no grass. It's like the landscapes in this country are insane.
Oh
And
wow.
large swaths of untouched land, like where the land is just like the day that God made it. It looks like it's just not a single house,
Feel
not a
that.
person,
Uh-huh.
just like miles and miles and miles of just land. It's so beautiful. It's crazy that like most people never get a
Oh,
chance to see it.
Yeah,
oh
I'm
wow.
glad you got a chance to experience that and see. Like, I I'm glad you got a chance to experience that. I'm not much of a car person these days. I prefer to fly.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I can't talk today because my lips all afflicted. But that's amazing. You guys get a chance to see all those different places and experience like different parts of life that the most people normally don't get to see. It seems like you guys hit a lot of states and Mexico.
Totally. And what I was really thinking was it would have taken me years to see all that I saw if
Yeah.
I were still
Mm-hmm.
working that job.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I never really
Oh,
got PTO days like that and sick days like that. And when you
that's
take your PTO, you're so
correct.
freaking tired. You just want to be at
Mm-hmm.
home and not do anything. It's taken me
Mm-hmm.
years to see
Yeah.
everything I saw in just a couple of months last year. So it was the biggest
Wow.
blessing of my life. And Mexico was beautiful.
Yeah. It
There
is.
was one day I was just sitting on the beach in Mexico and it was a Tuesday. And I'm like, I'm on a beach in Mexico on a Tuesday. And like 4 months ago, I was just at work.
Yeah.
Right.
And I, you know what's so great about that is that you're young. I think about you and Brandon, you're both so young and you're getting a chance to really experience what life is about. Sometimes we can wait until we get older in this life and then we start to travel, but through your eyes, I can see the excitement. Through Brandon's eyes, I can see the excitement that you both share. And with that said, if you had to name one lesson travel taught you that applies to everyday life, what would it be?
Oh my gosh, that you should try your hardest to make yourself uncomfortable and make things less convenient for yourself. Because I think what I didn't really realize was how dependent on money and dependent on conveniences I'd gotten. Because when you're camping, you have what you have. And that was a
Mhm.
big part of this. Convenience and comfort when you're camping is like, it's not raining today. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like,
Mhm.
it's not
Mhm.
like, oh, my RoboVac is gonna clean everything up for me because I still have to clean everything up. You
Yeah.
know, there's no sink, there's no dishwasher. So if you dirty up the dish, you've got to figure out how to clean it. You got to take your trash far away from the campsite. Maybe there's a
Mhm.
trash can, maybe there's not,
Yeah.
and we thank God had our own like toilet situation and cover and stuff like that. So we didn't have to, get weird. But
Yeah.
but even wanting hot water, you had to put water over a fire, boil it, and then put it in the bucket that we had where we had a little shower stall. We had our, like, it was a
Yeah.
clean, basically bucket that
Uh-huh.
siphoned water and came out in like a little shower stall. But we had to literally heat the water up to get hot
Yeah.
water or it was going to be cold. So I think it was like, man, if everything were to just shut down tomorrow, most
Mhm.
people would probably be crippled and it would probably lead to crime because people would be so used to their comforts and not having their comforts. I'm like,
Yes.
man, I
Yes.
think I just need to actively make life harder for myself just so I don't stay soft, just so
Yeah.
I can,
Yeah.
make
Harden
sure I
up.
still got it.
Absolutely. Lana, I just
Yeah.
want to say one thing along those lines. So basically, you both are recruited for the zombie apocalypse. Like when I need to create a team, you guys are on my team. I'm recruiting you guys to the team because you guys know survival stuff, the tents, how to cook and how to wash, and hopefully have a bathroom situation worked out. So you're recruited for the zombie apocalypse if there ever is one.
Yeah. Well, don't forget about your mom.
Oh
We
yes, ma'am.
had to listen. No, 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 not in that because
Okay.
I've actually experienced what Lon is saying growing up in South Carolina.
Oh yeah.
We had to outside toilet.
Mhm.
People said, Mama Rush, you mean to tell me you actually, that's correct. We had to boil water. We would get water from a pump. So I learned life's lessons early.
Yeah.
And so I've experienced that as a young girl growing up, and I was so glad when our daddy, because our daddy built a house for us in Columbia, South Carolina, and we were able to move in. We would stay with our grandparents a little bit, and then we moved, and their house had an outdoor toilet. So people, that's why I don't like traveling now. When I have to go to these rest stops to use the restroom, I will not because I have something called quote unquote bashful bowel.
I do too.
I've
I
never
do
shared
too.
that on a thing, but you do too.
I did not know that was a thing, but I could not go. The bowels would not move until we got into an Airbnb and I was comfortable. I
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
That is a real thing. But I love what you said and not about these lessons about comfort and everything, because we had a guest on yesterday and he said growth begins at the end of the comfort road.
Yeah.
And when he said that, I said, whoa, it's great. I had to write it down because that's so true. And look where you are now. Someone saw you, they see your excitement, what you can bring to their business with your life's travels, your life lived. And I just love that so much. Brandon, you go ahead because I don't want to take, when Lana and I get started, it started.
Hey, no, I am enjoying. You got no. You're doing completely fine. You got the floor. You guys are doing great. Lana, I'm excited for you. I'm not speechless, but I'm excited for you because I know great things happen for great people. I love the fact that one of the recurring things we talk about on the show is getting outside of your comfort zone. And me personally liking people that are willing to take that risk, willing to take that leap of faith, because so many people are afraid. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to take that risk or to leave their hometown. But once you get outside of it, and like even one of the reasons I went to Los Angeles when I was after graduating college was because I wanted to test my own skills as who I was as a person, and if I could establish my career in the movie business, which I've done, and not just there, but around the United States and Mexico. But to be able to see what I was truly made of, and I think the only way you can do that is by leaving the comfort zone or by leaving your hometown, because otherwise you just kind of stay in the fold. It's taking the road less traveled. I made
Yeah.
instead of going right, I went left, and that's made all the difference in my life. So I'm a big believer in that, and I'm happy that you took that leap of faith, and it has worked out. Sometimes God has to make you uncomfortable to show you that, hey, give this back. This is comfortable right now. It's a picture. There's this picture of Jesus holding this little teddy bear, and the baby wants this teddy bear. I think it's a small one, but behind him he has this huge big one that he's going to give to the kid that wants to bear. So it's just proving the fact that, hey, sometimes you got to release something in order to have something greater for you on the other side of it. You just don't realize it at the time.
Oh, I love that.
Totally.
I love that.
Totally. And
Okay.
honestly, did you guys watch the movie Wicked?
I have not. I saw the play on Broadway. I've seen the play on Broadway. I haven't seen the new movie yet.
Okay,
And I
so
started watching it. I did start to watch it, but I haven't quite finished it.
okay. So it's not a spoiler just because Wicked's been around
Mhm.
forever, but
Yeah.
the last song in the first movie
Oh yeah.
literally makes me cry. It's called Defying
Absolutely.
Gravity.
Yep.
And when you watch that movie, I mean, I legitimately think that is a perfect one-to-one of what a
Mhm.
leap of faith looks like. And I think it's such a catchy song, people miss it.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it's really cool when you think about it because what's happening to her at the time, she is basically in the middle of realizing that everything she thought was the truth was a lie. The
Yep.
people who are in power are basically scamming everybody and they're trying to use her and she's trying to flee.
Yep.
So all she knows is I got to get out of here. And the first thing she does is try to get into a hot air balloon and fly out of there. And what
Uh-huh.
happens to the hot air balloon? It burns up. That's her
Yep.
way out and it burns up. So she doesn't cry. She doesn't give up. She still knows I still have to get out of here. So that didn't
Mhm.
deter her. She's still
Mhm.
trying to figure out where's my way out? I think it's up, but I don't know. She has a friend in
Yeah.
her ear at that point saying, hey, what are you doing? Like, please stop. You got to give up. You got to
Mm-hmm.
just give in. Everything is going to be fine if you just give in. But she feels
Mhm.
that something's just not right. And so she's
Mhm.
still trying to get out of there. And in the end, she ends up, where I put in prayer for my own life, she, casts this little spell and she gets the broom to fly. So
Mhm.
now
Mhm.
I'm praying. For her, she
Yeah.
casts a spell, I'm praying, whatever. So then she
Uh-huh.
realizes she can make this broom fly. And she
Uh-huh.
tells him, hey, it's me you're looking for. Leave my phone alone. It's me. And she literally leaps out of the building. And
Uh-huh.
the leap, she is hoping that this broom will work. She has no clue for real. She just knew she
Uh-huh.
had to get out of there and that this might work. And
Yeah.
where I feel
Oh,
like people don't realize is the scary part is the fall. You don't
Mm-hmm.
know what's going to happen as
that's
you're falling. That's the
correct.
scary part about it. The ground is right there. All you have
Mhm.
is faith, and the fall looks freaking scary and it's terrifying and it's unknown and you don't know what's going to happen. But
Wow.
man, when God catches you and she goes back up and she's like, it's me. And I'm like, let's go. It's me.
Yeah.
Oh, well said. Well said. Oh,
Absolutely.
I'm so glad. with being with 13.8 million viewers and
Actually, technically, Mom,
800
we
something.
did it last night. It's 18 million and something, but that's okay.
Okay, thank you, Brad. Thanks. But with that said, I'm so excited for the world of the Buckle Up Podcast Universe world, because we have all these young people listening to you and Brandon and all the guests we've had talking about the excitement of taking that leap of faith, where the comfort zone leads you to now. It's time to do something different. That's not the end of the road. Don't let any business, anyone put you so much where with money ties that you can't see your way out. And you can see your way out. Brandon, you're an example of it. So are you, Lana. So with that said, I want to ask you both, please tell the listeners all over the world what excites you all about social media right now.
Lonnie, you want to go first? Ladies first, or you want me to go?
You can go first.
Okay, I'll go first. And there's two. I just had to say one thing real quick. I was in New York City in 2017 when I first went to see Wicked with this Asian girl named Aisha, who was amazing. I just, to break it down because she has a black girl's name technically with Aisha, but she's from Chicago. And not only was she crying doing that, and look, real men cry. I was teared up when I heard Fighting Gravity 2 in Broadway. I'm sitting there trying to hold my tears, and she is bawling next to me. So you're right. That Fighting Gravity song is powerful. They did it differently in the play, but I just want to admit that. Social media, to me, I'm glad because I'm able to connect with people all over the world. That's what I'm big about, knowing people from everywhere. And with us, for instance, we've been able to reach people from, I already knew people in person from all over the world, but now I'm able to have, with social media, I can literally talk to someone from Japan. I can talk to someone from New Zealand or anywhere in the world, and we can connect and we can be friends. In fact, I've made so many friends on social media that I have actually hung out with, and some I've never even met. One girl, Taylor Cusack, was on here. I think we were friends for 10 years before I actually met her. We went to a trip to Vegas together, hung out, had a blast, and we had never met up until that point. So that's what social media kind of means to me.
Okay.
Well, so for me, I guess the value in it is it's kind of the same for you as you is just kind of being able to connect with people who are in different states or in different countries and seeing what life is like for them. I think of everything in like a news lens, of course, because I'm just very newsy and whatnot. But when you have something like what we're seeing in Venezuela, and everybody's trying to figure out like, well, what are the people over there thinking? You can see videos from people who are in Venezuela and say, oh, okay, this is what's going on over there. This is what is really happening in Buenos Aires or in Miami or wherever. Like you can kind of get a pulse on what's going on more than you can with the news or with whatever statement, whatever official gives. Like, the people all have phones and the people can show this is what it's really like for me right here on the ground. So
Absolutely.
I think that's really cool.
So that's real news from real people, and it hasn't been edited or it hasn't been cut out, and then we're seeing certain views. And I love that comment. I love that. So to the two of you again, what have you learned about handling comments, criticisms, and pressure online?
Can I just make one caveat? Because 1000% you're right about just the news's ability to cut and splice and paste and do whatever they want with this stuff.
Yeah.
But now with AI, things are getting weird. And with botting in the comments, things are getting weird.
Oh, I didn't know
you
about
really are able to sway mindsets. If I buy 1 million bots and have 1 million bots thrust out onto the internet and start saying, this is how I feel about this situation, you can start swaying people of, oh, okay, this is how everybody feels. And that's one person who's now trying to convince leagues of people how to feel with their bot army. So it is getting a little weird, and AI is getting weird, but that's a whole other story.
Righty. So with that said, that's about handling comments, criticisms, and pressure online. So you just mentioned something, those comments out there and how to really decipher and discern which is correct, which is correct and which is not, and how you feel about it. And so I hear you. I hear you, Alana, on that. Brandon, what do you have to
Uh,
say about it?
so far, I haven't really experienced it too much personally. Although I'm pretty like, I would say I'm pretty. If someone's online being a keyboard warrior, I don't care. It's like, you know what, you can say it to my face. Like it's, I'm such a down to earth person. If you don't know me personally, then how could you judge me? And I know oftentimes, like I love movies, I love TV shows. I keep my opinions to myself most of the time. But I always think about some of those actors in their shoes, and it's like, hey man, this person's a human being. So I always try to approach it as like I don't say anything personally about people online, but people do, and it's because they feel safe behind. They're not at the school where you can get punched in the mouth for something you say. So that's my
Okay.
on it.
Totally. And I can actually speak more uh, specifically to this comment now that I
Mhm.
have had this experience with New
Yeah,
York and the comments, because that was the first time in my life I'd ever just received widespread hate, you know,
yeah,
for days. I mean, it was
Yes.
for days on. I'm like, "God, y'all not tired
yeah,
yet?" but, but what I learned from that is that, first of all, if you don't read it, it doesn't exist. You know what
hmm
I mean? So
Mhm.
if you are in a place where you're just getting widespread hate and it's overwhelming, literally don't look at it. Who cares?
yeah,
Number one.
Mhm.
Number two is that most people literally, it's kind of what you're saying, but a little bit different, wouldn't say it to your face. And
yeah,
not in
Mhm.
like you won't say it to my face, but like you literally would not say this to a person's face. Being online just gives people this, there's no etiquette.
yeah,
It gives
Mhm.
people this sense of whatever I say, I can just say whatever I want and it doesn't really matter. They're not really
Mhm.
thinking about somebody on the other end reading that and being hurt by it. They're just literally firing something off and then like
Mhm.
continuing on with their
Mhm.
day and not caring about it ever again. So when you really think about it in that lens, it doesn't matter. You know, the
yeah,
people
Mhm.
around you are way more important than somebody in whatever country firing off on a keyboard about whatever they think and then they go to McDonald's. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Yeah. Mhm. Because they're hidden.
Yeah.
So they're
Can I
not
touch one more thing on that?
hidden
Sorry.
figures. Excuse me, Brandon. I'm
Oh, I'll
sorry.
say, touch
No,
one more
yeah,
thing on that real quick.
I'm checking the time
Oh
because
yeah, don't
I'm
worry about it.
getting
Skip past.
ready.
You're good.
Yeah. Okay. And so with that, how do you both keep your message authentic and still grow your audience? Because see, you're starting, Lana, a new position. So you have to keep your message authentic. Brandon, you too. And so with that, how do you grow your audience with keeping your message true to you and to who you are?
Lana, I got a short one if you just want me to say it.
Sure.
Mhm.
For me, I'm the same person that I'm the same person 24/7. The same person I am walking around the street, the same person I am on set, the same person. I'm always the same person regardless, and everybody knows that about me. And I think that's one of the reason people I'm drawn to people, and the reason people are drawn to me. I just keep it 100 is what I say. I always say I keep it 100. My friends make fun of me for saying I keep it 100 all the time. So for me, it's just
Mhm.
keeping it 100 and being my authentic self. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. And for me, it's kind of similar. I guess where it deviates just a little bit is that I feel like I may be wrong, but I'm never trying to lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as
Okay.
I am just trying to be as authentic and honest as I can,
Mm-hmm.
surely somebody else may be thinking the exact same thing and hoping just somebody else will say it. Like I just need to know that I'm not alone in how I feel. So if I just try my best to be honest and say things, research things, don't say things carelessly, don't say things
Mm-hmm.
without, just, recklessly or whatever, because information is very important. But as long as I try to say what I genuinely feel is right, I know somebody out there is waiting for someone else to say it so they can be, okay, I'm not alone. So I think it's a service. I think everybody does each other a service to help combat some of the negativity. If you have something to say it. And then maybe you'll find your tribe or you're just going to be that beacon for someone to
Sure.
say, God, I knew I wasn't alone. Oh my gosh, I knew I wasn't the only one thinking this. Or I'm so glad somebody said it. I can be that person. I try to be that person. And it is scary when people disagree with you because then they come into attack. But it's like, you can't, not everybody's going to agree on everything. So as long as I'm
Mm-hmm.
being honest and being myself, it is what it is.
Amen.
And what's so great about what you both said is because I look at you as the lighthouse up so tall and shining a little light around so listeners out there can find their direction to something that is going to change them and make such a positive difference and impact within this social media platform. So with that said, Brandon, do you want to do your lightning round? Because we got to
Yeah, Lana, this is the final
start
thing. It's
moving.
a quick lightning round. It's a quick, easy answer. Are you ready for it?
Okay.
I was born ready. You're a morning person or a night owl?
Morning person.
Okay. One word to describe your 2026 so far.
Epic.
Okay. Favorite comfort food?
Burgers.
That's fine. One thing you can always pack when traveling.
I love it.
Phone charger.
Smart. A song that lifts your mood.
Divine Gravity.
Oh yeah, there you go. Boom. A place that surprised you in a good way.
Arizona.
Love Arizona. Oh my God, that's my go-to place.
It's a cool state. Yeah.
Did you go to Scottsdale or no?
I was in Page, Arizona. It was
Okay.
where, in the commercials where you see the terrain that's just red and like
Yeah.
flat rocky. Yeah, just miles and miles and miles of just red. It's beautiful. It's insane. It's like Mars.
Okay. I'll have to check that out one of these times. Biggest lesson you've learned in the last year?
To trust God even when it makes you look and feel crazy. He's got a plan.
Okay. If you could learn one new skill instantly, what would it be?
Oh, how to sing and riff. You guys would never stop hearing me. God knew not to let me be able to sing like a
Yeah.
I'm on the
singer.
same page with you.
I
Want to
would
be
not
a singer.
act.
I am too. I always said if I could sing, I would have been in a boy band and then gone solo like Justin Timberlake. That would have been my goal. I've always said that if I could sing. So I'm with you too as well. What's a habit you're trying to build right now?
Ooh, trying to actually watch less TV.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What's one thing that always makes you laugh?
Always makes me laugh. So I don't know. Like a funny memory. Can I say myself because I'm hilarious?
You are actually funny.
Just kidding.
You
I
are
agree.
actually
I
funny.
agree.
Yeah. And then Lana, this is the final question. Who is someone you want to interview someday?
Oh, can I say Buckle Up Podcast?
Hey, hey.
We
We
are
like this
ready.
one.
We are ready. Brandon, so you finished the lightning round. So with that, Lana, I want to thank you for coming back and sharing your heart with us again. For our listeners now seeing you, some of those have seen you before, but some of those for the first time. And please tell everyone where they can find you and what you want them to look out for next. You mentioned it earlier, and to our listeners. So we want to, because we want to continue this ride. This ride now, we are no longer riding in a car. We are on a bullet train. We started out on a slow train, not slow. It was moving fast. It's been moving fast since April 5th of 2025. And so now we're a bullet train. So we're moving through fast. And that's why I said we're going to get you exactly at the time you mentioned. So, Brandon, until next time, from Mama Rush to you, Lana, and Brandon, you go ahead and wrap it up.
Wait, Lana,
And
you're
let her
supposed to
answer those
say
questions.
that's what you missed, Mom.
Huh?
Oh, you started. Lana, where can they find you? Where can they look for you at?
Yes,
Yeah.
at Lana J. Harris, Lana, Lana J. Harris on pretty much every platform. And then I'm the new Hot 97 TV host. So they are
Yeah.
so I think you can go into hot97atlanta.com and then look
Mm-hmm.
for where to watch, but we haven't launched yet. So you won't see it yet, but that'll tell you like where you can watch when we launch, which will be later on this month, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, Lana, they got the right person for the job. I know they do, and we're excited
Yes,
for it. Well, Lana, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's good to see you again. We kept it right at 30 minutes. You're right on point.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go.
now buckle up.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
All right.
This is now
Lana,
bullet
take
train
care.
moving.
You're excellent. Thank you for coming on.
Perfect.
And I'll email
Thanks.
this to you too.
Perfect.
All
Okay.
righty.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye bye. She's exceptional. I
Always.
tell you.
Always.